Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds.
Welcome to the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak, and you, my friend, are very welcome. So, which countries are bordering Cuba? I know you are not too far away from Jamaica.
But we are an island.
You're an island country.
We are an island.
Which countries are the closest to Cuba?
I think Haiti.
Haiti is closer.
Yes, it's very, very close.
Okay.
From the eastern part of Cuba, you can see the lights of Haiti.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Jamaica is not too far from Cuba as
No,
well?
it's not. It's
Okay,
not.
okay.
Jamaica, Haiti, the United States, 90 miles, only 90 miles.
Only 90 miles to
Yes,
the
from,
US?
yes.
Okay.
We are very close.
So what if somebody wanted to go to Cuba for tourism, what should they expect aside warm people like yourself?
Then I will give you my advice.
Okay.
As you will go to Cuba, I think you must go to many places, but the first one will be Havana, because it's the capital of all Cubans. In Havana, you can find beautiful places, like Vigía, for example. This is the place where Hemingway lived for a long time.
Hemingway,
yes,
the writer?
yes.
Yeah.
And also Old Havana. The Old Havana is the old part of Cuba. It's the historical part. But it's so beautiful with many, many places. You will find our sea all around the island. Then it's very easy to go to Malecón. Malecón is a wall we have around the sea in Havana. It's a beautiful place. And where the romantic people, they go there and sit. And there are many guitar players. And it's good. It's a beautiful place, very bohemian. But you must go also. I don't like to say Varadero because it's very touristic, but you can go also to Santiago de Cuba to see the stone of Fidel Castro.
It's a must for anyone who is visiting Cuba. I must say, it's a must visit. It's like pilgrimage.
Yes, let me tell you that when my commander-in-chief died, I was in Germany. For me, it was a very, very, very hard moment. Like Cubans, I loved my commander-in-chief. And when I returned to Cuba, I returned on August 11th, and I was in front of his stone on August 14th.
Wow.
And I'm from Havana, but I went to Santiago de Cuba to bring my respects to him, to pay my respects to him. Yeah. Then Santiago is a beautiful place, but not only because of the stone of Fidel Castro. I think it's the first place you have to go, but also we have a charismatic place. Is Cobre. It's the Church of Cobre. Is in Cobre you can find La Virgen of that place, and it is a very beautiful place to go in Santiago de Cuba, and also in Cienfuegos and in Trinidad. Trinidad is a beautiful, very beautiful city. And also you can go to Pinar del Rio. In Pinar del Rio we have many places like this one. Viñales is a place of a prehistoric paintings we have there, and in Viñales you have not only that, beautiful landscapes, and we have in Artemisa a place, the name is Las Terrazas. It's a good place to go and to make this tourism of mountain, of hills and this. Then we have many, many beautiful places. But if you want to be a tourist, like a tourist, go to Varadero, and you will see a beautiful beach. And also we have many keys. Keys. I'm talking about the keys, Cayo Coco is a place that we have, a key. And there is another, the name is Las Brujas, the witches, is a place where
Witches.
they have, but it's a place, it's something. But then you can go to our keys also.
Okay.
And if you go to Cienfuegos, don't forget to go to El Nicho.
El Nicho.
El Nicho is a beautiful place,
Okay.
also with the water flowing and all this.
Okay. Averagely, how much time does one need to tour Cuba?
And you can stay in Cuba forever, no problem. But Cuba is beautiful, and the people is the most important thing that Cuba has. we are resilient, but we are happy. It is very difficult from time to time to afford what the blockade is doing to us. Very, very difficult. Even for us here abroad. Let me tell you, for example, if I need money for our embassy,
Yes.
it's very difficult to have a transference here.
From
because
Cuba,
because the
because
blockade,
of the blockade,
is not allowing us to have
to use
money
the SWIFT
from.
system.
Yes. Many banks, they decided not to do it because they will be
Because
sanctioned.
America says so.
And they will have fines, yeah.
This is unbelievable. I mean, from where you sit, I mean, you studied political science, you've got a background in law as well, you're a diplomat, finest one at that. How do you think the world should be coalescing around events like this, around things like this, where one country is, how do we overcome challenges like this as a global, as people of the world?
My dear friend, it's very difficult to tell you when we have a country like Palestine that is being attacking from Israel and nothing happened.
And congratulations to Cuba. I mean, you supported South Africa's lawsuits.
Always, because it's a problem of principles.
Yes.
For us, it's a problem of principles. Like us, we are a problem of principles of Ghana, because as you know, Ghana will support us. It doesn't care if it is NDC, NPP, or any other party, because it's a problem of principles. We have the same issue with Palestine.
Yes.
We cannot allow any big country to come and then do that to a small country. And they have their right. Then, talking about that, how can I tell you about the blockade? We are more than 60 years in the same position, and they are not changing anything. And I can tell you that Trump, during the coronavirus, he imposed 243 new sanctions. What are we talking about? We are talking about not human beings. We are talking about what?
So I'm trying to wrap my head around this blockade and sanctions that have gone on since the time of Kennedy. And I'm sure many of our audiences would not even remember who Kennedy was. That's how long time ago he was president of the United States of America. It's still going on.
Actually, Kennedy was the one that helped Nkrumah to be overthrown. Then,
sure.
Then he had many bad things in his background.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this to praise him. The point I'm making is that the embargo or blockade on Cuba happened under Kennedy. Yes. And who, by the way, also orchestrated Nkrumah's overthrow in '66. How do we, as citizens, as people of the world, come together to overcome bullying, colonial mentality like this, imperialist tendencies like this?
First,
from your background as a diplomat, as a political scientist, as a lawyer.
First, I think we must be united. That's the first. Because
that's so difficult, isn't it? I mean, the world is so fixated with where they can get money from. So, countries would rather go to where they can get money from than stand on the point of principle, which Cuba has done so successfully.
But I want to think that we will change that. I want to think that the superficiality we are living right now will change. I want to think that in a future, we can think on young people that read, young people that think deeply. Because right now, when you see our world, the young people, they don't care about what is happening in Palestine. Yeah. I'm talking about the majority. Yes, we have a very important quantity of young people supporting Palestine, but also supporting Cuba. Yeah. Not because it's my country, it's because it's an injustice. And we deserve to live in a free country and in a free world. If you are taking some things from me because I decided to be different from you, then where is the freedom there? I have sovereignty, and then I can do with my country what I do decide. And when I say I'm talking about my people. I'm not talking about the government of Cuba. I'm talking about the people that decide to have that government, because if the government is there, it's because us as Cubans, we vote for my president, we vote for that revolution all time, and we are supporting our revolution. We are not perfect.
Okay.
We are not. And actually our system maybe is not the perfect, but what is perfect?
I mean, no country is perfect.
And let's think about this democracy concept. What is democracy? It is true, we have only one party, and we will continue like that. In that party, we have many different kind of persons. But we just want to have one light. We just want to have one goal.
And you should be allowed to have that.
Yes, that's our decision. Then allow us to do it. If they are so brave and they think that we cannot do it, then allow us to be without the blockade for a month, for a year, and let's see.
So your key point on overcoming this concept of neocolonialism and imperialism is for countries of the world to unite.
It's the only way.
Okay.
Also, I think here from Africa, it is so beautiful what you do when you are in African Union and you support those good causes. But we can do it the same in the United Nations.
Yeah.
We must be stronger.
Latin America is getting fragmented. You've got
yes, it's true, but you see,
Argentina, who's I don't know what.
But you know, we've just finished the meeting of CELAC. Then it's important for us, you know, for our Latin American organization.
Okay.
Then we are doing many things trying to be together. But it is difficult when you have an imperialism there all time trying to
segregate and divide you.
Yes.
Okay.
As I told you before, the Great Decision for me is very important as a book because it's giving me more information about the methods of the Western powers on us. When they see something different, they don't want us to be different because they want to maintain the status quo of things. And we don't want that. We want to decide for ourselves. When we are teenagers, we tell our parents, I will go to that party. They say, no, you don't have to. And then it's that difficult moment. But in the end, if we don't do what we have to do, we won't grow up.
The world is so diverse. I mean, it shouldn't be just white. It can be blue.
But they cannot be parents because they are not our parents. They are not our parents. And the colonialism must finish. We are in a new way of colonialism. We are neocolonialism.
Yeah.
We must finish. And it depends on us. And I think we are tough enough to do it together.
You've done so well in terms of withstanding this all of these years. A lot of countries would have struggled. Are you receiving help from other countries aside solidarity?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And also Ghana. Ghana is a very good country with us.
Okay.
We are working right now with the Cuban train to make some solidarity to Cuba because it's important. It's important.
No, this is Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. And I think right now we are closer to Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
We are. It is good to read. It is good to read. That's why I try to tell the people, the young people, to encourage them to read. Because if you don't know the history, you won't know the future.
Absolutely.
At all. And then you will be like a zombie. Do we want that for our children?
Where do you get your food from in Cuba?
In Cuba, we try to plant. But it is also difficult because we cannot have any incomes from our closest place, the United States,
you can't export
for
to
agriculture
Costa
and this year.
Rica and other places.
Now we are trying to do it more and more, the production, but it's difficult.
Okay, so you're literally growing what you eat and eating what you grow.
Yes, most of that, yeah, most of that.
Okay. So typically what would be the most popular cuisine in Cuba?
There is something very close to guache. The name is congris. Congris.
Congris.
It's very close to guache.
Close
We
to
make
guache.
it with the black beans and rice. And also we do it with the red beans and rice.
Okay.
We have the two kinds. And for us, it's very important, the pork. I know you cannot eat pork. Don't worry. We have many other kinds, like pollo a la barbacoa. pollo is chicken. Then we make chicken in many different ways. Pollo a la barbacoa is with butter and what's the name of that? Soya sauce.
Okay.
Then, are you hungry? Because you are like, you will see.
I'm smelling. I'm beginning to salivate because there's something wafting through my nostrils.
And you know, we work with the plantain in different ways, like you.
Oh, you have plantain in Cuba?
Yes, and the plantain we use it and we make tostones. I'm telling you the menu for today.
Oh my goodness!
The tostones are the green plantain, and you fry the first time, you push it, and then you fry it again.
Okay.
And we have many other things.
And you have cassava as well. You showed me your little garden here.
We love the cassava, but not like you eat it. We boil it, and then we make it soft.
Okay.
And we make
just like fufu?
No.
No?
No, like the cassava, but softer. Like
Okay.
not like you eat it. You eat it a little hard.
Okay.
We prefer it softer, and we put some garlic with oil in the top. It's very good.
Okay, and
very,
what is
very
that
good.
one called? The
Yuca con mojo.
Yuca
Yuca
con
is
mojo.
cassava.
Okay.
And mojo is that we prepare. The sauce is a sauce we prepare for it.
Okay. So a typical breakfast would be like what? I mean, we have cocoa, we have all manner of things.
Yes, but
from
in
here.
Cuba, we eat bread for breakfast.
You eat bread?
Yes,
Okay.
bread.
With
And
porridge?
some people that they can drink milk. I cannot because I'm intolerant. But the people that drink milk, or maybe lemonade. I love lemonade with mint.
Okay.
And it depends on the person, but the idea is bread with something and then a liquid and coffee.
And coffee.
And the coffee, the Cuban
How
coffee.
much coffee
is
do you have
something-
in Cuba?
We have many kinds of coffee.
Okay.
There is one that is very famous, Cubita. Cubita is a dark coffee, very toasted. And we have Serrano. We have El Arriero. We have many kind of coffee because for us it's important. In the morning, that smell of coffee is like life.
It's heavenly.
Yeah. And I have a friend that he said that he loves coffee but without caffeine. I said, what for you have a coffee without caffeine? It's like to drink a beverage without alcohol. No, it's nothing. If you drink a beer, must be with alcohol. If not, don't drink beer.
Don't drink at all.
Yeah, life must be, if you will live happily.
Okay.
And then if you will eat. If you will drink. Because life must be like humans, yeah?
Interesting. Who's your most popular, artists, musical artists?
It depends.
Okay.
We have many music.
It's not only salsa. Do you have a
No. Let me tell you, we have not my generation. I think not only my generation, but for a long time we have a trovador. Is that soft music? It's amazing, and he's a poet. The name is Silvio Rodriguez. He's alive, and we have boleros. Boleros is that romantic music, and we have Omara Portuondo. Omara Portuondo is one of the best singers we have. It's very, very old lady, so cute, and she has a beautiful
and you have
voice.
rumba in Cuba as well.
Yes.
Is it originally from Cuba?
It's
rumba?
originally from Cuba, yes.
Interesting.
We have many rhythms from Cuba, like rumba, cha-cha-cha, mambo, Mozambique, casino. Casino is a way of salsa.
Okay.
And talking about the salsa, Bam Bam. Bam Bam is our most important orchestra.
Okay.
Bam Bam, if you hear Bam Bam, you will see. All the Cuban train, they know. All the people will go to dance. Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
Okay.
This is the Real Travel Show. My name is Ras Mubarak. My guest is Excellency Annette Chao Garcia, Ambassador of the Republic of Cuba to Ghana. We're having a conversation about the beautiful country of Cuba, the challenges, the prospects, and the interesting things to do in Cuba if you were to get an opportunity to visit. And we're talking about music a while ago.
But now I want to jump.
You want to move away from music?
Yes, to another thing.
But before
But
you move away from music,
No, because I will
Okay.
talk about music, but
Okay, all right.
another kind of music.
Okay.
We are very good in the classical music.
classicals, I didn't know
Yes, and also in ballet. I was a ballet student, and that's why I was in the National School of Ballet.
Okay.
And we have a very good ballet.
that.
Very,
This
very
tastes
good.
so good. You made it homemade
Happy. Yes, it was my cousin, the one that made it. Yeah.
from your garden?
Yes.
Interesting, amazing.
You want to talk about my garden? You want to talk about my
No,
garden?
it is extremely important. Now you have a piece of land, you know, a residency of an embassy in a very prime area of Accra. In spite of that, you've grown a lot of things. You know, your own tomatoes, your own pepper, your own lettuce. You've grown sweet potato. You've got cassava. I mean, this is the thing that I want Ghanaians to embrace, because our imports on food is so high. I mean, we spend billions of US dollars importing rice, for instance, into the country. You know, so your garden should serve as an inspiration, and I'm sure we'll take the cameras there for, you know, viewers to see that irrespective of where you are, you can grow what you eat and eat what you grow.
But let me tell you, the problem is mine. I have a problem.
Okay.
Because I think flowers are beautiful, but I cannot eat them. Not all. Because we eat, for example, the hibiscus that we have outside, that one, the red
so
one.
you make your own sobolo, for instance?
Yes, and we have also the sobolo one, but I'm talking about the hibiscus, you know, the beautiful flower.
Yes.
We can eat it as a salad. But for me, flowers, if they cannot be eaten, what for I have them? But it's my problem. I don't have hair because I decided not to be a lot of time in front of the mirror. It's like I'm very pragmatic. I think that's why I plant food
I
for
saw
us.
old pictures of you from Germany. You know, where
I had hair. Yes,
you know?
yes.
and you equally look beautiful in that.
Thank you, but I do prefer to be. I don't spend time in front of the mirror, not a long time, you know.
Yeah.
But then the agriculture is the same. It's something that you do for you, and it's also a school for all my staff.
Okay, so is this something? Is it a normal culture in Cuba where people have gardens?
I
in their
don't
home?
think. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think the family
So
of my mom.
this is your personal
Yes.
style.
The family of my mom is from the country.
Okay.
And
From
then
the rural part of Cuba.
Yes, I went there all holidays, and my uncle, that he's in Mozambique as a doctor, he's a doctor there in Mozambique. When he's in Cuba, he do the same.
Okay.
He does the same, sorry. And then for us, it's important to do it because my mom is also a pragmatic woman. She's a very, very, very pragmatic and very tough woman. And she taught me that you have to do what you have to do, but everything must be beautiful, but for something. Must has a meaning. It's not to do things for nothing.
Okay. Well, time is fast spent, and we can't end this without having you show us a few salsa dance moves.
No, I won't. No. Not because I don't know. I do know how to dance.
It's very popular in Cuba.
Yes,
and,
actually, I love to dance, but
it's-
no.
Okay,
No,
I
no, because you don't know.
no, I mean,
That's why you see.
I'm sure she's probably declining because she's an ambassador.
No, when you come back from Cuba,
Yeah.
and you at that time, I'm sure you will know how to dance. We will dance for the
Okay,
camera.
okay.
No problem.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take you on that. We've got a trip to Cuba. It's one that promises to be very, very exciting. So I hope you keep following the Real Travel Show, and we certainly will bring you fascinating interviews like this from places around the world. Finally, Excellency, you depend heavily on tourism for Cuba. Now, COVID has hit Cuba very hard, you know, as far as the tourism revenue is concerned. How are you coping currently? And what are you doing to resuscitate, to bring back, you know, the numbers, people coming to Cuba?
I have to thank you for this opportunity because it's also a way you to tell the people that Cuba is there. Cuba is open for all of them. And in media is one of our most important challenge, you know, because of the blockade. Because they have also, the United States and all the Western powers, they have also the control of the media. Then you doing this, you are helping us. And this is what we are trying to do. And I hope you to join us in Cuba, in our International Fair of Tourism. It will be very good. It will be very good for all Cuba. Okay. The people will see from your eyes what is happening there.
We're looking forward to it, and I can't thank you enough for accepting to speak to us at such short notice. Cuba has always been in my heart, first because of Fidel Castro, secondly because of the revolutionary spirit of Cuba. You know, people like myself have been hugely inspired by what Cuba has done to stand up to imperialism, you know, and you have no idea how many millions of people around the world look up to Cuba for inspiration, for upholding, you know, a common humanity. Humanity is but one brotherhood, and we can live and let live. You could be different, I could be different. It doesn't mean we have to accept each other's ways, you know, to be able to work together and trade together. And for that reason, I want to thank you. I also want to thank you for all these years of supporting Ghanaians, you know, especially those in the medical field. You've been here since 2021. I don't know what your favorite Ghanaian cuisine is.
It's too spicy for me. I like guache, for example, but it's I cannot eat the soup you make because it's too spicy. Too spicy.
Okay, so
and I'm allergic.
Cubans are not used to spices.
No.
Okay.
Some people, but it's not the hot spices.
Okay.
You know, the hot
spices. So what else
spices.
aside guache? How about fufu or tuozafi? Or
The problem is the soup.
So long as it's spicy.
Yes, because I'm allergic.
Okay.
There are some Cubans that can do it, but I cannot.
How about jollof rice?
It's spicy also. It's very spicy. Only the fried rice you made, and I love the spring roll of beans. Oh my God!
I would invite you to a jollof rice
without
dinner that is not spicy, and I'll personally be the one doing the cooking.
We have something close to it. It's arroz con pollo.
Arroz con pollo.
It's the rice with chicken.
Okay.
And it's yellow like jollof and with many spices in it, but not hot spices.
Okay. And have you had the opportunity of visiting the entire country?
I went to Tamale once, and I will go again in July. And this is a highlight because we are preparing a big program there. And also to Volta region and to Eastern region. Yes, I went to many places, but I didn't go to Mole. We are planning to go to Mole because I want to see an elephant or something different. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
And I'm looking forward to that trip to Cuba.
Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds. Welcome to the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak. And you, my friend, are very welcome.